Hey, how's it going, YouTube? RetroPixel here with a bit of a thought on the recently announced Mega Man Legacy that is going to be released on 3DS, PS4, and I believe the Xbox One. First things first, yes, Capcom has actually given us something with the Mega Man title. Um, so that's something to be happy about right off the bat. They have a pretty good long time history of just canceling everything attached to the Mega Man name. So this is better than nothing. I'll give them credit for that. The fact that it's, quote, a collection, which I'll get into afterwards, is a bit of a thank you, I guess, to fans. Again, I kind of have a little bit of mixed bag feelings on that. The whole HD re-rendering or HD upscaling, I guess that's nice. Whatever, it doesn't overly appeal to me. It's like 8-bit games, so I don't really care if it's HD upscaled or not. Regardless, it's going to look good coming off of a modern console onto modern TV and or monitor, if you will. But I just can't help but feel that they kind of missed the mark. Like I said, this is a Mega Man Legacy, which is a collection of games. Most notably, the NES games 1 through 6. Now, for legal reasons, I understand that they couldn't call this the NES collection, being that it's going to be released on other consoles besides the Nintendo platform. But given the amount of games that they have to choose from, they could have offered us a whole lot more. For example, the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. This has, 10 games? I believe 8 of them, 1 through 8 is on here, and then, I don't know, a couple of other ones tacked on. This is an actual collection. You're getting the entire 1 through 8. Granted, at the time, obviously 9 and 10 didn't exist, so this was the entire collection up to that point of Mega Man. The numbered ones, 1 through 8. So that was awesome. Plus, you got a couple of, like I said, the other titles tacked on there. I honestly don't remember what they are. Don't really give a shit. I bought it for the actual, quote, Mega Man 1 through 8. But this was a decent collection because you got the entire set of that series. Whereas with the Legacy collection, you're only getting 1 through 6. And they have so many that they could have offered us on top. Yes, the $15 price tag is reasonable at sorts. It's better than charging, $5 per game, that kind of pricing scheme. So at least they're giving you all in one lump sum bundle. But I still would have rathered it on a physical release. Hands down, I would have paid more for a physical release. Even if it was just a limited one that you could just order online. Fine, I don't give a shit. Just ship it to me. But there's so many other things that they could have offered, such as the Mega Man X collection. They could have put all the X games on there. 1 through 6 would have taken up very little space in terms of a digital download to add on. I think they missed the mark. They could have added more shit. There's the Battle Network games. There's all sorts of other Mega Man titles and series that I think would have been suitable to, quote, throw in the Legacy. Being the Legacy is like the entire span of the entire series, in my mind, that they could have thrown on. Most notably for me, of anything that they could have put on, is the Game Boy games. Most notably, Mega Man 5. This is a phenomenal game. But it's also stupidly expensive and rare. You can get the Japanese copy relatively cheap, but the North American version, this has virtually never been commercially released anywhere besides the actual Game Boy platform, and only recently, I believe it's on the Virtual Console of some sort. I don't even know how much. But fact remains, there's 5 Mega Man games. The original series, they wanted to do that. That would have been awesome too, because so many people are going to miss out on this, aside from, obviously, emulation. The Mega Man games on the Game Boy were what I grew up with. I actually had these before I played anything on the NES. And, I think they missed the mark. There's so many other portions of the Mega Man saga that they could have thrown in. Granted, would have been more money, but that's fine. I would have rather paid $30-$40 if they're giving us 2 or 3 complete series in the Legacy collection versus just 6 games. Like I said, there are the advantages. You get the, between the HD upscaling, there's challenge modes and artwork and all that kind of stuff. That's fine, and I still will probably end up buying it because I like that you can Twitch it on stream and all that kind of stuff too very easily. But I still think they kind of missed the mark. They could have done a little bit more for very little development, considering that they have so many other Mega Man games that are already completely made. Literally just have to be ported over, like they were doing with the original 8-bit NES games. Anyways, that's my ramble. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Catch you next time.